What's up, YouTube? Coming at you on the deck profile today. Team Crystal Chaos. Just played 60 card Dinosaur Nightmare Lightsworn. It's 60 cards is still good without grass because the deck has some seriously explosive plays and you can still utilize the cards. So I'll get into it. So I'll play a triple Overraptor, of course. This is like one of the best cards in the deck, along with the triple Conductor. So the Overraptor's obvious at 3, but I played 3 Conductor over 2 because the deck mills a lot. And you don't want to mill all your conductors out, because it's like when you summon this and they don't have it out for you, basically win the game. So this card is amazing. And I play double coatless. You never want to see this card in your hand. It's just to get evolution pill standard, and negate spells and traps. It's a good card all around. I play double baby Ceratosaurus because I am playing Lost World. This card can be a brick, but with Lost World you can just like summon it and get a token and get ridiculous plays off. I play 1 Giant Rex and 1 Miscellaneousaurus. Giant Rex is a good card because it has good synergy with Snow, but people who don't play Miscellaneousaurus don't know how to play this game. I'm sorry. This card, if you hard draw, is just amazing. Like if you're not playing this in a dinosaur deck, you're just not playing the deck right. For the Lightsworn component, I play triple Raiden, triple Wolf. These are like standard. Some people play 2 Raiden and less Lightsworns, but this is a heavier Lightsworn component. Because I also play 1 Felice, 1 Lumina, and 1 Lila. It's just because Solar Recharge makes these live, and when Solar Recharge goes off, it's just really good. And makes Minerva really good too, because he lets you draw cards and pop cards. So I feel like this is like a good ratio. You don't ever want to play more than one of these because these cards aren't really good. But most of the time you're just going to be dropping these with Solar Recharge anyway, because you need to be milling more because the grass is gone. I play the Clowns. They just put more monsters on board. That's really it. Just for link summoning. The Garnet is a bad card, but you have to play it. 1,000 Blades, 1 Spirit Master, just because I play Gold Sarcophagus and Snow, and it outs cards like Imperial Iron Wall, stuff that hurts you, like Floodgates. 1 Globe Bulb, just an extra mill and special summon from Saryuja. Play triple Snow because this card did not get hit, and they hit the wrong card because this card is way better than grass. For the hand traps, I played 3 Ash Blossom and 2 Ghost Ogre. I kind of didn't go with too many hand traps today just because I didn't really have a lot of space, to be honest. But when you see these, they're good. But it's not, I'm not like desperate to see them or anything. I don't know. I side deck Drolls too, so I feel like I have enough hand traps. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, I play a lot of 3-ofs. 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Double Evolution Pill, and 3 Lost World for the dinosaur component. Whenever you have these cards with each other, or these without each other, they're just always good. Lost World takes a dinosaur, but you usually will just put this back with stuff like Shuffle Reborn or Saryuja if you can't use it yet. But most of the time, you'll figure out ways to get dinosaurs on board and get tokens. So I feel like this is the way to go now with Lost World, with the dinosaurs, because it's just a really solid card. Like a lot of decks have problems outing it. I mean, they can link the token away, but like it's just good. Like it's a really good card overall. It's a combo. It's like defense, and it's a combo maker. Like it's good. This is for the dinosaur component. For the Lightsworn component, I played 3 Charge and 3 Solar Recharge. These cards are just amazing. Like in this deck, like you just see this, you're like, oh wow, I got plays now. Like if you see both of them, you just know your graveyard is about to be full. If you hit Snow, like it just the plays don't stop. Like you'll draw on these and just be like, I'm gonna keep going. And your opponent's like, what do I do? 3 Brilliant Fusions. I wasn't playing this card for a while just because I really didn't like the fact that like if you draw Garnet, these cards just suck. But when you open with this card, like I don't know how many games I've opened today and just like, oh my gosh, I have another game where I have Brilliant Fusion. I'm like, this card is so busted. And then when you're playing double Shuffle Reborn on top of that, you can like get rid of the Garnet somehow. Just be like Shuffle Reborn, summon Garnet, banish and put Garnet back in the deck, activate another Brilliant Fusion. Like it's stupid. Like it's a free Saryuja. Like it's so stupid. I play 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Foolish, and 1 Gold Sarcophagus. They're just good cards. You play them in this deck. That's it for the deck. 60 cards. Deck's not dead. You don't need grass. You don't need left arms. For the extra deck, I play 1-star Yuja, 1 Borreload. They're just busted rank 4s. One Curious. Whenever you make this card, like, you're really just like pushing for game, because it's like, oh, look at this. Like, in situations when you have 3 light monsters on board with the same type, or with different types and the same attribute, it doesn't come up as often as you would think, but when it does, you're usually doing it off of like Soul Charge or something, and you're just like, this card's busted. Just put another Snow in grave, or put whatever you want in grave. Like, I'll put Coatless in grave to get double evolution pill and just like wipe the board. For the Nightmares, I play 1 Griffin, 1 Unicorn, 1 Goblin, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Cerberus. You don't really need Griffin. It's just good with the other ones. Goblin too. Like, these are the only necessities, honestly, because there's like spot removal. The Goblin's kind of good. Like, if anything, this would be the card I would take out if I ever broke the Nightmare combo up, because it's just like, it's not, you have to have other monsters on board for it to work. So like, you really have to have like Saryuja or something. And it's not the easiest thing to co-link unless you already have one of these out. And then you co-link to each other. But when you make the full Nightmare lock, it's just like, you really can't do a lot to it. The only loss I had today was against another like 40 card dinosaur / like spawn baby of the 60 card deck. I don't know. And I went into these under Saryuja, and I got roster mode, so he top decked it, and that was like really annoying. So yeah, the Nightmares are busted cards. I don't play Mermaid anymore just because I don't have the extra deck space. This actually, the whole deck and the extra deck is really tight. For the dinosaurs, Logia and Dolka, people who don't play Logia, I don't know what you guys are doing out there. I really don't know what you're doing. This card is a Solemn Judgment with legs, and it's good. Like, you just summon it on your opponent's turn, and they have like back row or something. If they don't have a counter trap, then it's like, yeah, I have a Solemn Judgment. And Dolka's busted too. Like, just negate effects, negate hand traps. It's like a Called by the Grave on legs, called that. 1 Minerva, it's Euro print. That's important to know because it's a good card and it looks 10 times better Euro print. And it just mills Lightsworns. The Lightsworns let you draw. It's good. 1 Amaterasu. I never made this today, but there's a lot of times where I do make it. I don't know. I make it in this deck sometimes. It's weird. Like, it's an iffy card. Like, if I'm going for this, most likely I'm gonna win the game, just because I'm just using all my resources. Most of the time it's gonna be link summoning anyway. 1 Tornado Dragon, just the pop stuff. I play the 1 Black Rose just because I'm playing the hand traps, and the hand traps are level 3s. It has came up today. It won a couple games for me actually. And you can, if you're playing against like True Dracos with the Monarch Erupt card, you can snow this for cost, and it resolves in a bash turn and blows the board up. So you don't really have to worry about Masterpiece anymore. So their whole board usually gets blown up anyway. Let's have like a strike or something. And then the 1 Seraph Knight, yeah, it's Seraph Knight. You play with Brewing Fusion, is good. Let's see for the side. For extra deck, I side decked 1 Abyss Dweller just for, mainly just for the True Draco matchup, because it stops all their spells and traps, and for like other decks that would have effects in grave. It only came out like once today, and it did put in some work. Play 3 Drolls in the side just for anything like Trickstar, True Draco, Goki, all that stuff that searches. Triple Sphere mode just for anything with the Nightmare locks and stuff. Every time I play this card and I put it in my deck, I never draw it. And I've been noticing that for everybody who plays the card. So it was really surprising today when somebody drew it and used it on me. Like, I don't think I've ever drawn this card. Like, I've side decked it multiple times. I've never drawn it. I can't understand why. Maybe it's because it's super. I need the Ultra one, and I don't know. There's something wrong with the card. It's like cursed or something. 3 Twin Twisters. I side decked this in so many games just because people like traps, and I don't like traps. Double Called by the Grave. I don't know. It's cool. It's a good card. Anti-meta dot card. Yeah, I don't see hand traps as too crazy. They can stop over after, but most of the time I have more plays. And I play Triple Red Reboot. This card is just, it's amazing. Like, I don't know. It's so good. It's like Rule Decree from the hand, and it's a counter trap. So if they don't have a red reboot, like, you can side that going first or second. Like, it's stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking they made this, but trap decks fear this card, and people play traps in my locals, so this is a good card. Alright guys, well that was a 60 card deck. I went X1 today overall. We usually split top 4 every time, so top 4 basically. There would have been like 1 or 2 more rounds, but there's 4 people left, and one of them is my teammate, so there's really no point in even playing it. And yeah, so that's the deck, guys. It's really solid. It's still good, even without grass. I mean, grass was just like a win condition at the end of the day, but it's not like the win condition. You can win with a bunch of other cards. Like, this card is still a thing, and this makes boards that are stupid. Like, I opened with this 2 games in a row and just did these nutty plays where, like, I have, like, the one game I made Dolka and Logia. Like, how often do you see that happen? Like, you only see that off of cards like this. So, yeah, deck's fun, solid. That's probably it for today, guys. Team Crystal Chaos signing off.